Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina, and of course, I am happy to have you here. So, tonight I am going to do a reading on Jaguar Right. I don't know why I'm doing this reading on Jaguar Right. I think just because I was watching the Tasha K video on YouTube, and on the side and the thumbnails I saw Jaguar Right, some video on her, and I instantly got in my spirit to do a reading on her. So with that being said, I'm just going to read Jaguar Right's soul right now because I don't have any particular questions, or maybe I do. So let me just call her up. Excuse me. I just finished smoking some marijuana, so excuse me. Let me call Jaguar up, so hold on a second, you guys. Jaguar Right. Jaguar. She comes in her animal form. That isn't a jaguar, though. That's a panther. What I see is a panther. Black. All black. Yellow eyes. Dark pupil. Excuse me, you guys. She comes in crawling, prowling. You know why I feel like I see her soul this way right now? It's because Jaguar, why is your soul in the form of a panther? She says, because that's what I do. Everybody is prey. Everybody is prey. That's what I do. I hunt bitches. I hunt them down. I creep up. Nobody ever saw me coming. I was always in the background, lurking, watching, listening, observing, knowing one day I would get the opportunity to speak my truth. And I came in like a thief in the night. I crept in on them. They didn't even see me coming. But they know now. Jaguar, why do you feel like you have something to prove? Because I do have something to prove, because they counted me out. All of them counted me out. They used me up. They threw me away like I wasn't good enough. They found Jill Scott, and then all of a sudden I wasn't good enough. I have to say allegedly. Jill wasn't the only one. Arkabadu too. Both of those bitches. They found them, and then I wasn't good enough. They used them to replace me. But both of their voices together doesn't amount to mine. They don't amount to me. My soul is music. They don't bleed that shit. They don't bleed this shit like I do. They don't understand like I do. I would have been down for someone to get down back then, but they never even asked me. They never even invited me to those parties. But what they didn't know is I snuck around. I followed some people there. I knew where the parties were. I snuck around. And even though I wasn't in there, I was in there. I was always there. Even though I wasn't there in the room with them, I knew everything. Ooh. That is intense. All right, so Jaguar, what do you have going on with you right now? You see everything coming out about Diddy. You see everything, all these people being exposed. Where are you right now in all of the shenanigans? Jaguar, right? Death for me is imminent. I know that that's true for everyone, but for me, it's closer than most. Because of the things I said, because of the things I haven't said, because of the things that I know. Imagine what I haven't said. Challenging her. Now, I would like to say that Jaguar is in debt to someone. She owes someone something. Or she has something that belongs to someone that she took. Or she has something that someone feels like she shouldn't have, that they want from her. There is an energy within the industry, as I have read Diddy, as I have read Kim Porter, as I have read Kimura, as I have read all these people. There's an energy of scuffling in the background of the energy. People are scuffling, collecting things, collecting evidence, collecting things from their past that they didn't worry about before, but they're worrying about now. And certain people have their tentacles out within the community of the industry and surrounding the industry, collecting things that they feel like if their time comes, or if their time is upon them, they want to get all this shit that could further harm them off the streets. That's what the energy of the industry collectively feels like with all of the things that are going on in the past. Now, I this could be money. This could be about money. So I don't know if Jaguar stole some money from someone. I didn't get the 7 of Swords, but I'll clarify these, because in her recent past, there is the energy of her having things, being safe, secure, financially safe and secure. This could be as far back as her past heyday in the industry, or recently sometime, but we'll see as the story unfolds. In Jaguar's near future, we shouldn't be surprised about this 5 of Wands, because she seems to always be in some mess. But this card has come up in the future position for almost everybody that I've read in the past 2 weeks. Go back and read Kimura. Go back and read Naomi. Go back and read, watch Diddy. Watch all these readings, and you'll see that collectively, even as far back as Keke Palmer and Usher, those readings, everybody is in some shit and is about to go through some shit. I feel like whatever else is going to come upon the industry, it's still more to come. I'll say that. It's still more to come, and it is going to continue on probably throughout the next I would say 18 months, but since we're already past October, I would say for the next 16 to 18 months, we'll continue to see expose after expose after expose after drama after drama after, and like I said, I see tentacles. Everybody within the community of the industry and surrounding it will be touched in some way, including Jaguar, right? You got some drama coming up for you too, whether it's publicized or not. You got some drama going on too, coming, some battles that you'll have to fight. Excuse me, I have to burp. As above, Jaguar wants to move. Jaguar is planning something, and I feel like it's moving. Methinks that whatever she got herself into, and possibly debt surrounding money, or taking something from somebody, possibly money, and owing them, she wants to move. She wants to run away. And so below, she has been slowly putting things in motion to do whatever it is she's planning on doing. Advice and current actions. Jaguar Right is paranoid. This is my first time reading her ever. I have never even read her in my personal time. But me thinks that this energy is almost permanent for her, and she has good reason to constantly be paranoid and afraid. And right now, Jaguar, you have good reason. It's in your card, it's energy. It's in your cards, it's in your energy. You already know this. But it's beyond just being prepared for anything. There is a big fear here that you're not prepared, that you could be caught slipping, which is why death is in your present energy, and you felt like it's imminent for you. I feel like you have multiple people after you, or upset with you, or coming for you in some kind of way, Jaguar. In your external energy, you upset a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of people in the industry you have upset. But this part right here isn't about money. This is about things that you said, cups spilled, things that you voluntarily spoke and gave, tea that you spilled voluntarily on everybody in the industry. And that's in your external energy. And the Five of Wands is in your future energy. So your beef is coming from everywhere. The threats for you are coming from everywhere. Some are greater than the others, but you know that. You know that. Your hopes and fears is that you get the opportunity to spill more tea. Jaguar, you want to say more. You have more to say. I feel like you feel like before I leave this bitch, I'm going to spill everything. But some things I have to use as leverage, because people know that you know more things just based off of the things that you said. So the things that you haven't said, that you could still say, is your hope and your fear, because it has you in the predicament that you're in. Your final outcome, wherever you're trying to go, you're not going. Whatever you're trying to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. Unfortunately, and I feel like this is unfortunate for you, because that's on the bottom. And death is here. Death was the first card, the alpha. And this is one of my death cards, is the omega. So let me look into the death energy in your present position. Someone very powerful. Someone very powerful. This isn't the Emperor. That's powerful, very powerful too. But this is a machine. This is a machine. This is an entity coming for you. And this is behind the death card. This is the industry coming for you, Jaguar. Because you've said way too much. But you know this. You're very well aware. You're very, very well aware. And methinks, because it's in my energy to say this, you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. Crossing you, the Six of Pentacles reversed. Why is that crossing you? I'm curious about whether this is money or something else. Someone did some juju on you. This Queen of Wands. The first thing I noticed was the black cat when I flipped this card over. This could be my Juju woman card. This is one of my Juju woman cards. It's not just the High Priestess. This is actually, you know, more of a Juju woman than the High Priestess. The High Priestess is wise, knowledgeable. She, you know, this woman right here, she is a Juju woman. This is what she does. This is what people pay her to do. This is what she does for a living. The High Priestess is beyond that. She's evolved beyond this stage. She does the Juju too, but she uses more wisdom. And not saying that she's not wise. They call her a witch. The High Priestess is a major arcana. That's more divine. This is the Juju woman behind the money, the pentacles, the Six of Pentacles that you're losing crossing you. She was hired to get you to shut the fuck up and stop talking. And you've been losing out on every opportunity that you've been getting. Surprisingly, you've been booked for opportunities because so many people don't want to work with you. You fucked over so many people in the industry, so it's surprising when you do get opportunities, and you know, it helps you because you need them. You need the work, and your work is within the industry despite the atomic bombs that you throw. But as soon as you get them, they walk away from you and lose them. As soon as you get them, you lose them. Your future, Five of Wands. That's actually something she chanted. I hear it in my mind over and over. As soon as you get them, you'll lose them. As soon as you get them, you'll lose them. Every opportunity that you book, you will lose. Every piece of money, every gift someone gives you, every loan, you will lose. Again, the Five of Wands in your near future is everybody wants you to shut up. Everybody wants you to shut up. Even if you ain't talking right now, shut up. Don't even think about talking because you still know too much. You still know too much. They need you to permanently be quiet. That is the industry consensus. If the industry don't agree on anything else, it's like the industry had their annual industry meeting. Nobody ever likes to attend because it's always some bullshit. But this year, the topic was Jaguar, right? Everybody was excited to go. They had on their finest designers. They brought out the bottles and the weed and the cocaine and all the other good drugs that they do. And when they voted on the Jaguar right problem, it was unanimous. Everybody in the building stood up and said, yes, we can all agree this year. Yes, we can all agree this year. We've got to do something about her. Permanently Jaguar, right? But you know this. Everything that I'm saying, Jaguar knows. Because how couldn't she know? How couldn't she know? Your advice or current actions, they can go either way. It's like you told somebody a little driplet of something bigger. You gave somebody a little driplet of something bigger. And that is what has you so paranoid, because the things that you've been saying, why are they the Page of Cups? Why is this nothing compared to what you could say? Because Jaguar has said some outlandish things. That's just a piece of what she could say. And this is why she's constantly paranoid. Because she could say so much more about what she knows about things in the past from her time in the industry. It is honestly the reason why she chose to leave. Certain things that she saw, she chose. Maybe at first she was jealous because she wanted the offer. She wanted to be a part of it. But methinks at the house party, the secret house party. She saw something because she wasn't supposed to be there. I could see her peeking through the window because she's crazy as hell like that. I could see that. She saw something at a certain thing that made her want to leave the industry. Maybe she was actually at this house party. I think she actually did get invited to one and saw up close and personal what she had already been hearing about. Let me actually look into the Six of Cups reverse. Five of Pentacles. The Tower. Now, she was invited somewhere at one of the parties, and I get the impression that she freaked out. Whatever they did there, she freaked out. And for them, it made them outcast her immediately. Because even the people who go to the events and the parties and stuff, the secret stuff that they have, and don't want to get down with the get down, they still don't freak out the way she did. Like this Nine of Swords in reverse, I get whatever she saw, she freaked out, like flipping tables and no, this is not right. No, 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 this ain't right. Get away from me. Knocking shit over, and people just stand around like, this bitch is crazy. Is somebody finna do something to her? And I think she never wanted to do that shit again, go to that shit again. I think that made her want to leave the industry. Ten of Cups reversed in your external energy. The Jaguar right problem. That's what this Devil in reverse is. Everyone wants to get rid of you because of everything that you've said. All the tea, the devilish tea that you've spilled on the industry. They feel like it ain't right. You feel like it ain't right. They feel like it ain't right. Because you told what you know. Like the things that you've told. People have spilled tea before, but they've done it in a very obscure way. You just went out there and didn't give a fuck. They feel like you were on a suicide mission. Certain things that you said about homosexual men in the industry and dark rituals that they do. Now, this could be something that you could elaborate on a lot more, but that is something that you've talked about in depth, especially the homosexual powerful men in the industry. But that's something that's been talked about. Somebody would be very happy to see you unalived, has paid money, and not a lot of money, because I get the impression that people would do it for free, if you know. But something that you saw or said or you have really pissed somebody off. Even the energy I get off of it, shaking with anger. I don't know who that is, and me thinks that you have yet to say it. I usually don't look into the Hope and Fears card, but I am, because I think that Emperor has something to do with that card. You have yet to spill your biggest, most valuable piece of information. About a child alleged pedophilic ring. Allegedly. It is the reason, the real reason why you left the industry, Jaguar. Because you saw them doing something to a boy who was unconscious, allegedly. Allegedly. Men, I see taking turns. Men taking turns, switching positions. Allegedly. One very powerful man who has a wife. And it is yet to come out about this man. This man has yet to be exposed, actually. This man has yet to be exposed. And before that happens, they would like for that to happen, you. Before this happens. Something about your son. Because I know he passed away. I don't know the circumstances around that, but that changed you. That changed you. You decided, fuck it. Just start talking. For some reason, you hold the industry accountable for what happened to your son. But what you have yet to expose is about a pedophilic ring. Not just one man doing it to one person. Not just one man doing it to a few of his artists. I'm talking about a system of powerful men allegedly in the industry having a system of enjoying young boys allegedly a very, very, very lucrative. This is a business. This is a business, a pleasure. This is like, I'm just gonna say this because I didn't come into this reading Jaguar right without knowing that I was gonna have to be 100. This is like, I've seen movies about like snuff films and like secret rings of child trafficking with powerful rich men, and like it goes up all the way to very high places, all the way down to low places, like the regular average everyday man who, you know, who might be down with the get down, does all the dirty work. This is a system. This is an organization. This is a system for homosexual men who are not supposed to be publicly, I don't say not supposed to be, because be what you want, but I mean publicly, are not supposed to be homosexual. They don't live that kind of lifestyle. They have wives who would leave them if they knew what they were doing to boys. And before Jaguar Wright can come out and get the chance to say this, because she is yet to say that the real reason that she left the industry above all else is because she saw with her own eyes, allegedly, and she found out throughout the years, after or before she saw what she saw, that this is more than just gay men who hang out at the 40/40 club and, you know, even bad enough to messing with young artists. This is a system, and it's just a branch of a bigger international ring. And I've touched on this in many of my readings. Celebrity readings, entertainment readings, political readings, my cold case readings. This has touched on every type of reading that I've done. I have seen this organization, this ring, parts of it, its tentacles. I've seen it in every type of reading I've done. So I know it's real. And Jaguar Wright has more to say about that, but that is something she hasn't touched on, because that involves more than just the entertainment, more than just the urban entertainment culture, more than just pop entertainment culture, more than just the entertainment industry, more than just politics. This is the world in reverse for Jaguar Wright. There's somebody you're banking on helping you do something. They're not going to help you. Maybe buy a house somewhere. Maybe stay with them. Allow you to stay with them. because they're afraid of you. They're afraid of being associated with you. Wherever you're trying to go in your as above, what are you trying to do? Get away from somebody, a man. 2 men. The Empress in reverse. I don't know if you were expecting to be hired to do an engagement. Yes, you were expecting to do an engagement with 2 men, maybe a podcast or something like that. But at the last minute, the decision was made to not do it with you because of what you were going to say. Allegedly, you have to tell people, you have to tell these people a little bit about what you're going to say for some reason. And you could have been familiar. You could have done this before with them. This feels like somebody that had your back out of nobody else in the industry. So I do feel like this is somebody familiar to you. You've done a podcast before with 2 guys, them. You were supposed to do something else with them. And now they too. Your only remaining industry allies, they too have backed away from you. And I feel like they may have said, like, we have a job to do. This is our job. And we didn't really have any choice. Methinks that whatever you told them that you were going to say, they did not want. Like, they've had your back with you on a lot of stuff. But this, I think, this fell out. I think that you were getting ready to reveal something that even they know to be quiet about. Not touch. Not go further. Once you told them what you were going to say, they said, au revoir. Sorry, girl. Au revoir. So that is where Jaguar Right is. And actually, since we got the 5 of Cups with that, that really hurt her. I get that she's sensitive, but that really hurt her because she felt like, you know, everybody else in the industry, she didn't really have anybody else that will hire her for money. And she needed that. She doesn't do those for free. And I get that they understand the predicament that she's in. And she gives them so many views, you know, that they don't mind paying her and looking out for her because she looks out for them every time she comes through and spills tea. But this tea, Jaguar, that you're getting ready to spill, they couldn't get involved in that. And I know that hurts your feelings, but good luck to you. I'm actually curious because I saw that isn't going to go through for you. But can I just have one more card for Jaguar Right? And I want an advice card for Jaguar Right. What can we tell Jaguar Right for her highest good? Whatever you got to say, whatever you got to share, don't do it. Your ancestors wanted you to know that because they are tired of protecting you from yourself. Whatever you have, Jaguar, don't share it. This is more than just information. This is tangible. Or whatever somebody gives you, don't take it. I think that feels a little bit more in line with what I see. Let me clarify that. Again, your ancestors are tired of protecting you from this suicide mission. But, you know, they got to do what they got to do as long as you're here. However, is your mother alive? Your mother-in-law, are you still married, Jaguar? Do you still have any involvement with your mother-in-law? No. No, this is telling you not to. If you want to stay in the condition that you're in, on this side of the in the land of the living, I think this is a warning for you not to move forward with something that you were going to say, produce, something that you were going to say, produce, your ancestors, something that you were going to share. I don't know if this is during your time in a relationship with someone. Don't take something. This is weird for me. Maybe because those fell out and I didn't pull those. Are you still married, or do you still have anything to do with your mother-in-law? Because one more card. Give me a card that I pulled for advice for Jaguar. One more card. Now see, this is the Knight of Cups. Now, as an advice card that I pulled, I would say, share whatever you have to say because it could save you. Like, I feel like you could, going public with whatever you have to say. Like, I feel like the message is, don't let that opportunity stop you from putting out whatever you have to put out, because it may save you. Don't let that stop you. For some reason, losing this opportunity, I think that podcast opportunity or whatever opportunity you just lost, whatever somebody was supposed to do with you and decided not to do because they didn't want to get involved in what you have to say, that really hurt you. Because I feel like they were allies, your only allies left, and now you feel a little discouraged and afraid, kind of vulnerable and left out there. But for some reason, you need to, if you're going to expose whatever you need to expose, Jaguar, you need to do it now while everybody is exposed, while everybody is getting exposed, and while whatever you have to say, people are willing to listen now. Because before all these receipts start being poured, people thought you were crazy. But now they would listen and believe you. So I think whatever you need to say that you held back for so long, that you felt like was leverage, excuse me, if you feel like there's a real threat on your life now could possibly be the time to say it. And for some reason, I feel the need to tell you to be careful what people give you to eat. I don't know whose house you eat at. This feels like an older woman, somebody's mama. I don't know if it's your mama or your mother-in-law. Somebody's house who you eat at, they put juju. I don't know if it's in your food or on you while you're there, but I get the impression to tell you also, don't eat from just anybody. Don't eat at anybody's house anymore for a while. Don't let nobody fix you plates. Cook your own food for right now. And that is it for Jaguar. Good night.